Welcome to the Wake Up Dad Show. This is episode number 10.
Wake up, Dad!
Are you confused and overwhelmed about your role in all the craziness that is being a dad? Are you struggling to create the life you hope for? Are you looking for other dads to share your struggles and your triumphs? Or do you just need help waking up in the morning? Join your host, Dr. Scott Vatcher, as he explores the amazing and sometimes crazy world of being a dad. This is the Wake Up Dad Show.
Hey Dad, welcome to another episode of the Wake Up Dad Show. This show is dedicated to you, the dad who wants more success, more time, more health, fitness, connection, passion, and all-around awesomeness. I'm your host, Dr. Scott, and on today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about something that is, I believe, very, very confused in today's society, and that is the idea of values. Now, when it comes to values, I think most people get it completely wrong. It's very, very different than what you think. It sounds like a pretty unsexy topic, doesn't it? Values. I mean, when you think of that word, I think you think other words like, oh, my values are integrity, morality, truthfulness, being just. And even more real simple terms, you might think, well, my values are fitness or diet or health. But really, values are not ideals. Ideals are what you want. Values are what you do. So to figure out what your values are, really what you got to do is have a think about what you are doing in today's world. Not what you think, not what you want to do, but really what you're actually doing. Now, when you do this, a way to think about it, I'm going to incorporate our dad work for this episode into this exercise. So our dad work for this week is thinking about the top 5 things that you are doing right now. And when I say right now, I don't mean this second, but in your life. You know, when thinking about those things, I'm sure things that come to mind are, for example, work. And I believe that that's a definite value for most people because we spend a significant amount of our time doing our work, our job, our livelihood. For some people, you may read a lot, and that would be then a value, is reading. Another big one might be time with your friends and your family. And then that's a value for you. So what I want you to do is sit down in a quiet spot, take a few minutes. This is not going to take long. This is going to take 3 or 4 minutes. And I think it'll be a real eye-opener for a lot of people out there. For you, Dad, take some time, 5-10 minutes, and sit down and write out the top 5 things that you are doing right now. I guarantee for a lot of people out there that one of these top 5 will be screen time. Now that could be television, internet, computer time, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case is. But if that is in your top 5 things that you do right now, then that is your top 5 values. And that's a real wake-up call, because if you think you value health, but the top 5 things you do have nothing to do with health, then guess what? Health is not a value for you right now. It may be something that you want to value. It may be an ideal. It may be a goal in the future, but if you're not doing it right now, then it's not a value. So once you figure out those top 5 values, top 5 things you are doing right now, I want you to take your head out of the sand. I want you to wake up, Dad. That's what this podcast is all about. Wake up to your life and go back to purpose. Find out what it's about. Break it down. Find out what you need to get done today and start doing that. Okay, guys? So hopefully you do get something out of today's episode. Think about values, where you are right now, and what you want to achieve in the future. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Dr. Scott signing off. And remember, Dad, let's keep becoming better dads together.
Do you want to know more about the Wake Up Dad movement? Go to www.thewakeupdadshow.com to download any and all past issues of the show, claim your free gift, or to directly ask Dr. Scott any questions you have. Continue the conversation on the Facebook group Wake Up Dad. Share this podcast with other dads on iTunes or Google Play. Make sure to subscribe to the show and give us a rating so we can reach more dads. And dads, one last thing. Wake up!